A woman took something from your house to use it against you, but Saint Michael the Archangel intervened and destroyed it. This woman is deeply envious of you because you are in a season where everything is beginning to flourish. There are even people within your own family who don't want to see you doing well. They've tried to take away your joy and dreams. They were false with you. They blamed you for many things when you were at your lowest and made promises they never fulfilled. This woman is the one who caused your father and siblings to drift away from you. The only one who never left your side was your mother, who has always been there to support you. That woman managed to take an object from your home to work witchcraft against you, even using death energies, with the intent to block your path, your blessings, and your emotions. But Archangel Michael is fighting for you, and heaven is stepping in to bring justice on your behalf. Declare it now. I take authority over what belongs to me. Your spiritual guides want to tell you, everything you suffered was not in vain. Every tear, every betrayal, every painful word was recorded in the heavens as a mark of your strength. Even though many wanted to see you on your knees, you stayed standing, and that resilience has activated a new season in your life. Saint Michael the Archangel has broken the dark energy sent against you. That object which was stolen to use in witchcraft has been destroyed by divine fire, and with it, the hidden plans to make you fall have also been destroyed. This woman, the one who pretended to love you, who manipulated your father and siblings to turn them against you, is now beginning to face her own judgment. Heaven has turned its back on her, just as she once did to you. Now, everything that was denied to you will begin to arrive. The money that wouldn't flow, the projects that couldn't move forward, the love you've been waiting for. But this love won't be just any love. It will be someone who truly values you, someone who will heal with you, someone who comes in peace and without deception. It's the gift that God had reserved for you, but couldn't give you while you were surrounded by betrayal. Also coming are new opportunities that will shift your reality, unexpected connections, travel, and open doors that once felt shut. Even though many people will pretend to be happy for you, your discernment, now sharper than ever, will reveal who truly walks in the light and who only smiles at you out of convenience. That's why your angels want you to know. It's time to protect yourself, to close cycles, to cut ties with those who use you, lie to you, or drain your spirit. What's coming for you is sacred. It's great. And it cannot be shared with those who didn't know how to take care of you when you needed it most. From now on, it's not just about receiving. It's about choosing wisely. Not everything that shines is a blessing, and not everyone who claps wants the best for you. The heavens have already begun a spiritual cleansing in your life, and even though it may hurt to see some masks fall, it will also be liberating. You are stepping into a time when everything accelerates, answers come, doors open, and divine justice is made visible. And now, what I'm about to reveal, you may not even believe. Your angels want to show you. The time for hiding the truth is over. It's finally being revealed who has been behind all the pain you've carried without understanding why. And what I see is striking. There are two women, clearly marked in the spiritual reading. They have tried to change your destiny for many years, even before you were aware of what they were doing. These women, driven by envy and obsession, have been working to manipulate your path, disrupt your happiness, and interfere with your relationships, finances, and health. I don't know their names, but their energies are clear. They carry signs like Virgo, Taurus, Aquarius, Sagittarius, and Libra. And it hasn't been just once. They've tried to harm you many times with increasing intensity, because they can't stand to see you still standing. The most serious part is one of them has been practicing witchcraft for years, aiming to destroy you and block the blessings that were already on the way. The other has worked through emotional manipulation, involving your family, spreading gossip, and creating confusion that left you feeling alone. But what they didn't know is that you were born with a great spiritual calling, one that is surrounded by divine protection. And no one can take what has already been written for you. Everything they did is now turning against them, because God does not need witnesses to carry out justice, and that justice is already on its way. Now these women are falling into desperation. They see that nothing is working anymore, because every curse, every attack sent against you is breaking, one by one. And instead of you falling, now chaos is beginning to follow them. They're losing control. They are being consumed by the very darkness they tried to place over you. And while you move forward, they're sinking. You may have felt sadness, anxiety, or heaviness in recent days, but that's because the spiritual war is at its peak. And you are winning. Don't stop. Don't look back. Don't let anyone make you doubt what you feel, because your soul already knows who they are, and so does heaven. Very soon, you will receive clear signs confirming everything you're hearing now. Soon, you will know that all of this was real, and that all this pain was not in vain. What's coming is so great, so blessed, and so well-deserved that no one will be able to take it from you. And what I'm about to reveal to you next will be the final piece you needed to understand why your life has been so hard until now. Your spiritual guides want to show you a deep and unsettling truth. There are people who have envied you since before you were even born. This didn't start in this life. It is an ancient, almost karmic energy that surrounded you even in your mother's womb. The spiritual reading reveals that these women, still close to you, or who have had access to your life, sensed the light you carried. They saw the angelic presence that came with you before you were born, and in recognizing your spiritual power, they decided to do everything possible to detour your path. From a young age, you've faced unexplainable obstacles, internal doubts, and blocks at key moments. This was not by accident. These people tried to steal your spiritual gifts that belong to you by divine right. Some of these attacks came through dark spiritual energy, witchcraft, or emotional manipulation. Others came in the form of hurtful words, betrayals, or life choices that pulled you away from your essence. But now, heaven is awakening in you what was taken. If you are a man, you were born with an energy of vision, discernment, and wisdom that others do not carry. If you are a woman, you came with the gift of healing, of perceiving the unseen, of moving energy through your hands, your voice, or simply your presence. These abilities have been asleep, blocked for years, but not destroyed. And now, they are returning. You can feel it in your dreams, in your emotions, in your urge to seek spiritual truth. You've started to pull away from people who no longer align with your vibration. You've felt the need to cleanse your space, to release habits, relationships, and thoughts that were keeping you stuck. All of this is part of your reconnection with your divine mission. You are not the same. You are awakening, and you are awakening with power. The angels are near. They are opening your eyes, returning your clarity, and urging you to make decisions that, in the past, you didn't dare to make. You've been through deep pain, but all of it was preparing you for this very moment. Heaven is giving back what belongs to you, not just in the material, but in the spiritual. And even if there are still people trying to stop you, they no longer have power over you, because now, you remember who you are. What I'm about to tell you will fully open your eyes and will forever change how you see your past and your future. Your angels now want you to know. There are people who have worked intensely against you, not just speaking envy over your life or sending bad wishes, but actively performing spiritual attacks to shut down your paths. This wasn't a one-time thing. They've done it repeatedly, with ill will and without remorse. The reading clearly shows these individuals have not stopped. Even after seeing you remain standing, they've returned to dark energies again and again, because they cannot bear to see you free, growing, and moving forward. In your reading appears the Queen of Swords. This symbolizes how you've had to face your battles with wisdom, firmness, and incredible emotional strength. Also present is the Eight of Cups, which shows that you had to walk away from what you loved, because staying would have meant continued harm. The Sun card confirms that your light cannot be extinguished, not even by those who have tried everything to destroy you. Signs such as Taurus, Virgo, Pisces, and Aries appear, indicating that people with these energies have been directly involved in this spiritual warfare. But your energy is higher. The cards of the Emperor and Empress speak of your authority, your divine position, and the spiritual dominion you carry. You've had to make bold decisions, even when you were trembling inside. You've had to protect your peace, even when no one understood your pain. You've stood your ground against those who wanted your destruction, and you did it without losing your essence. The Strength card is present. It reminds you, even in the fiercest storm, your spirit has prevailed. These people haven't stopped watching you. They're still looking for a way to get close again, with fake conversations, disguised intentions, and well-crafted lies. But you are no longer the same. You have awakened. You've learned to see with your soul, to feel what is left unsaid, to recognize who comes from love and who comes from manipulation. This spiritual transformation you're going through is irreversible. You are releasing burdens. You are raising your vibration. You are closing doors with firm resolve. And all of this is bringing you to a level of divine connection and protection that no one can break. You've had to be strong. You've had to fight in silence. But now, your reward is coming. What you're about to discover will open your eyes completely. Your spiritual guides are revealing something intense and urgent. There is a dark energy that has been circling your path, and it is not a coincidence. I sense the presence of a dark practitioner, someone who has been hired by people close to you. They've tried to alter your energy, to block your path. Yes, people from your own surroundings, people who know you, have made offerings, rituals, and constant petitions at altars of darkness, all with the intent of seeing you fall. They are restless. They are obsessed with blocking your progress. But there's one thing they couldn't do. They couldn't break your will. They couldn't destroy you the way they planned. They failed to manipulate you or lead you astray. In your reading appears the Emperor card, a clear sign of your unshakable spiritual strength, even when they tried to approach you. With messages, fake conversations, emotional pressure, and false reconciliations. You didn't fall for it. And what troubles them most is that you've begun to stand up for yourself. Because what's coming now is a direct confrontation. The cards reveal a heated conversation, a strong argument. This will not be by chance. Someone will seek you out with the intention to manipulate, to confuse, to make you doubt. But you must be ready. You must stand firm. Two very strong female energies appear in your reading. Women driven by envy, by a desire to destroy and manipulate your environment, turning others against you. These women will try to discredit you, to ruin your reputation, to twist the story in their favor. But the message is clear. Do not allow it. Do not stay silent. Do not let their version gain strength. They want to create confusion, to twist the truth, to make your supporters doubt you. But you carry the energy of the Emperor. You hold the power of truth. You have the wisdom of one who has walked through fire and survived. And because of that, they hate you. Because you didn't collapse. Because you're still standing after all the pain. That fact consumes them. They wanted you broken, isolated, destroyed. But instead, they've triggered your light to shine even brighter. And even if they deny it, even if they hide it, you already know who they are. What I will reveal to you next will show you why, from the beginning, they've done everything in their power to destroy you. Look closely at the energy of these two women the cards are showing. It's crystal clear. These two are burning with rage. They are furious because they've failed to destroy you. They are the ones who wished you the worst. They are the ones who worked in secret, during new moons, during silent rituals, asking for your downfall. The moon card appears, revealing that in your darkest, loneliest, most painful moments. It was them. They fed the energy of sadness. They stirred the pain. They invoked spiritual sorrow. This was not coincidence. Much of your suffering, the cards reveal, originates from them. They have been spiritually obsessed with you, trying to dim your light, trying to make your life unbearable. But again, the Emperor card appears. This is the force with which you must now face this revelation. Do not let them confuse you. Do not let them manipulate your emotions. These two are desperate. Because you know the truth. Because you feel it in your spirit. Because they can no longer hide behind fake smiles and sweet words. The universe is taking action. The cards say that God himself has taken this battle into his own hands. That spiritual justice for these two individuals has already begun. And they are feeling it. That's why they're restless. That's why they're losing control. In some cases, this could also involve a man and a woman. But one thing is clear. There is now a third person who no longer wants to be part of this darkness. Someone has stepped away. Someone is quietly watching God bring justice into your life. They see how everything that was sent against you is now being returned to the sender. And while those who once attacked you are sinking into despair, you are rising in strength. While they lose control, you recover your light. What's coming to you is not revenge, it is divine justice. And in the next message, I will reveal the exact moment when these people lose all control. You now walk in the energy of God's presence. The cards confirm it with the appearance of the Hierophant and the vibration of the sign Taurus, a symbol that the spiritual realm is backing you directly and powerfully. There are 3 individuals who have already begun to feel the consequences of their actions against you, and they are terrified. They feel the weight of divine judgment. They know that what they sowed against you is now returning to them, and they have no idea how to stop it. Your energy is being protected from above. There are angels surrounding you, heavenly presences, shielding you from envy, attacks, and ill intentions. The message is clear. Do not be afraid. Do not fear the unknown. Do not fear the pain that still lingers, because what's coming is justice, balance, and divine reward. God is at work. The universe is aligning everything to open doors that once felt shut. And while that happens, your enemies are unraveling. They are desperate because they can no longer reach you. The reading also reveals that someone interfered in your relationship. It could be an ex, a third party, or even someone from your own family. But the damage they caused will not go unpunished. In many cases, it was 2 people who united to make your life miserable, and you must remain cautious because they are still trying to confuse you. The cards insist, destiny is moving in your favor. What was once lost is now beginning to return, multiplied. The universe is expanding your energy, opening new paths, bringing new opportunities, unexpected blessings, divine connections. However, you must prepare spiritually, because there is a conflict involving money. There will be tension with someone who wants to get their way, someone trying to manipulate the situation for their benefit. Even through dark spiritual work, there are rituals, altars, and offerings being activated against you. especially tied to financial matters. There is also a toxic circle around you. Two individuals clearly identified, who are interfering not only with your emotions, but also with your mental clarity. They are trying to influence your decisions, to lead you astray. But divine justice has already begun. God is judging those who hurt you. And although you may not see it clearly yet, you are being set free. What I am about to reveal to you next marks the moment when everything turns in your favor, and your enemies will no longer be able to stop it. While you rise, while your energy elevates, and your vision clears, the cards show God is already punishing those who tried to destroy you. There are clear signs: Aries, Sagittarius, Scorpio, and Pisces. These are the energies tied to the people who caused the most harm. They are afraid. They are beginning to feel the weight of their own destruction. The same pain they sent your way has now returned, magnified. They're seeking help, desperately turning to readers, guides, or even sorcerers, trying to understand what's happening in their lives. And now, they believe you are doing witchcraft against them. The cards are clear. They think you're paying them back with the same coin. Because nothing is working for them, they have no peace. Everything is falling apart. But they don't understand divine justice. They don't realize it's not you, it's God. Some may even include an ex from your past, now facing the very consequences of the pain they caused you. There's a repetitive pattern. Those who betrayed, used, or discarded you are now being touched by the same suffering they once gave you. But here's what they don't know. You don't need to do anything against them. It is the universe, the hand of God, that is setting things in order. And still, they are stirring in their darkness. Some have even found spiritual residue, rituals or spells, and in their confusion, they are linking it to you, but the truth is, it's the fruit of their own evil. The cards reveal you were, perhaps still are, surrounded by people who contaminated your energy. People who manipulated your emotions, who made you feel guilty for things you didn't cause. But that's ending now. Your awakening has begun. Your intuition is sharpening. What was once confusion is now making perfect sense. And what's coming next will bring you answers and expose the true intentions of those who still linger around you. What I am about to reveal will finally show you who started all this spiritual attack. Sense a clarifying conversation approaching. It won't be easy, but it will bring truth to light. There were too many setbacks with one particular person, and that chapter is still open. I also feel strongly. There's a snake pit in your surroundings. People watching you, not out of curiosity, but out of fear. They believe you are retaliating spiritually. They are paranoid, but it's not you. Let this be very clear. You are not sending darkness. You are not doing witchcraft. It is God who is acting. It is divine justice now unfolding. And the ones who hurt you? They still haven't let go of the idea of watching you fall. Those who hurt you, they continue hoping for your downfall. They're still waiting for you to break, still praying, in silence or in shadows, that you fail. But what you have, what you've achieved, is not the result of witchcraft or shortcuts. It's the reward of your faith, your clean heart, your resilience through fire. And now, those same people who betrayed you will face a crushing blow. The cards speak clearly. A tower will fall, and its collapse will bring consequences they cannot escape. What's most intense? They still blame you. They're convinced you are the reason everything is falling apart. And among them, there is division. There are 3 caught in this toxic current. 2 main figures, and a third who moves between them, fueling the chaos. They argue, they point fingers, they secretly consult spiritual guides, psychics, and readers, desperate to understand why everything is unraveling. But they can't stand the truth, that their destruction is happening just as you're rising. Right at the moment they see you standing tall, firm, and protected. The judgment has been activated. Divine justice is moving. And what they're experiencing now is only the beginning. There are more consequences ahead, more losses, more truths that will explode in their faces, and you who cried in silence, you who were misunderstood and falsely accused, you will see the truth revealed. Because here's what they did behind your back. They twisted stories, manipulated your words, invented lies, even questioned who came in or out of your home, but they won't be able to hide behind those lies any longer. The truth is coming like a wave, and what I'm about to tell you is the final sign that you are not alone. Now the universe is speaking on your behalf. Now heaven is defending your name. The reading reveals that there are people who have already visited your home and plan to return, but not with peace, not with reconciliation. They are coming with the intent to cause chaos, to trigger conflict, to shake the only place where you should feel safe. This energy is loaded with malice. They want to provoke you, to get a reaction, to drag you into an argument, to push you toward a mistake that they can use against you. But you won't fall for it. You will stand your ground. You will meet them at the door and speak the truth without fear, with the full strength that God has given you. They'll try to manipulate the narrative. They'll claim you're the problem, that you're the villain, that their actions were somehow justified. But you are no longer confused. You will not be silenced. One person in particular is even thinking of provoking you physically, to get you into legal trouble, to drag you into court, to make you look like the aggressor, when in truth, you were only defending your peace. This whole storm has roots in money. The signs are clear. Aries, the Strength card, and the 5 of Cups. This is a family conflict, fueled by envy, tied to inheritance, properties, or pure resentment toward what you've earned. They believe you don't deserve the life that God has placed in your hands, that you don't deserve the peace, the abundance, or the doors that are opening for you. But they are drowning in their own bitterness, and now they want to drag you down with them. But this time, you won't go. This time you'll set boundaries. You'll close doors that once were open. You'll protect your space with the light that now covers you. Because the light that leads you will never allow darkness to cross your threshold. And what I'll reveal to you in the next message will show you exactly who is behind this family. Manipulation. And what you need to do to cut this spiritual warfare off, once and for all. You don't deserve this. But they believe you don't deserve the destiny God gave you. They can't stand to see you flourish. They don't want you to have peace, love, or stability. Why? Because they are envious, because they are selfish, and because they've been working with your own energy, against you. Yes, they've tried to twist your light, to use your essence as a weapon, to block your progress, to pull you down. Instead of focusing on their own lives, they became obsessed with your path, your blessings, your glow. They want your money, your home, your relationships, even your destiny. But what's coming for them is serious, wave after wave of calamity, until they are forced to face their own shadow. They are now slaves to the misery they created. And perhaps the most painful truth is this: these were people close to you, people you helped, people you loved, supported, fed, even gave money to when they were in need. And what did they give you in return? Betrayal, lies, spiritual attack. They tried to ruin what was meant for you. They shattered a love that had your name on it. They stood in the way of your healing because your joy made them uncomfortable, your voice too strong, your smile too bright, your love too pure. They wanted you alone, quiet, diminished. But the God who sees behind every curtain, who hears what's so whispered in the dark, has begun to raise you. And now your light, unshakable, God-given, is rising. And no one can steal what heaven has lit. Some even went so far as to raise legal threats against you. They lied. They spread cruel rumors. Some even said you sold your body to get where you are today. But you know the truth. Everything you've built was through sacrifice and effort. You gave your heart. You shared your time. You traveled with some of these people. You celebrated beautiful moments with them, never realizing they were the very ones plotting your destruction in secret. The cards reveal the root: envy, greed, hatred for your light. They believed that if they could just steal love from you, they could extinguish your flame for good. But what I'm about to reveal is the truth they tried to bury. The real reason they destroyed your relationship. The promise they made that you would never recover it. And soon, very soon, you will see clearly the true darkness that surrounded you. You will finally discern who was working against you, who manipulated your space, who wore a smile while stabbing your name with lies. The cards show that you're awakening. Your spiritual eyes are opening, and now you begin to recognize the energy of two women who have been pulling strings behind the scenes, working spiritually against you. Sowing division, twisting your image, trying to isolate you from your family, your friends, even from love. But the time of exposure has come. The universe is revealing the truth. Justice is moving in your favor. Those who once doubted you, who turned their backs, who believed the lies, they are beginning to see clearly who you are and who caused all the chaos. These two women, they invented stories. They triangulated your name, tied you to people you were never connected to, tried to paint you as unfaithful, disloyal, when in reality, it was all a strategy to dirty your name and separate you from the ones who truly loved you. They accused you of unforgivable things you never did. But you stood your ground. You faced the lies, and now you will silence them, not with hate, but with truth. You are showing the world who you are, where you came from, and just how far God is taking you. Now they're afraid, because they know you're starting to see what they've done. In the dark, they're scared of being exposed, and they should be, because their karma has arrived. God is repaying every tear they caused, every lonely night, every attack on your name. The cards show emotional breakdowns, despair, and confusion. Even the witchcraft they sent your way has returned to them. They are trapped in the very web. They tried to weave around you, and here's the strongest part. This is only the beginning of what they're about to experience. What I'm about to tell you next is your final confirmation that you were never alone, that divine justice has been active from the very beginning. Your spiritual guides want you to know. Everything you lived had a higher purpose. It wasn't punishment, it was preparation. Every betrayal, every lonely cry, every moment of feeling misunderstood was shaping you into the woman who now stands healed, strong, and awakened. The cards affirm, God took note of every injustice, every slander, every manipulation that was aimed at you, and now everything is being reversed. One by one, those who used your name for confusion, who watched you with envy, who gossiped behind your back, are being unmasked. What once was hidden is now becoming public. And though at one point, it felt like you were losing everything, in reality, you were being set free. The universe does not forget those who act from purity of heart. You, who gave without asking, who helped, those who would later betray you. Now, it is your time to be rewarded. Divine justice may not be fast, but it is flawless. And it has arrived. A season of blessing, expansion, open doors is coming. You will recover everything you thought you had lost. Your energy, your peace, your clarity, your self-worth, even a love that once felt completely lost. But this time, it will come from truth, from light, from honor, not manipulation, because you're not the same. You've been transformed. What used to break you now builds you. What used to confuse you now makes sense. And those who tried to block your path, they are now silent witnesses to the glory rising in your life. And that's what hurts them most, that you're still standing. That their spells, their slander, their schemes didn't work. They planted destruction. But you bloomed. They begged for your fall, but you rose even higher. Now, while they remain in the dark they created, you walk boldly toward the light. That's always been yours. The cycle has closed. The truth is emerging. And now you decide who enters your space, who you forgive, and who you walk away from forever.